Welcome again to yet another class of learning. We shall, so in this class, we will learn today about the advantage and disadvantage of the sole proprietorship that we discussed in our previous lectures. The benefit that we derive or that the society has or what we derive when we have these forms of business, when we carry out this business activity, and then what are the inherent limitations that this business suffers from. This is what we are going to discuss today. So the first advantage that we derive is directly related to one of the features of this sole proprietorship, that is there is easy formation and closure. Now easy formation and closure, it means that sole proprietorship business, it can be started at any point when we desire to work a business activity. This business does not require compliance of too many legal formalities or observance of certain laws and statutes. The moment we decide that a business has to be started as sole proprietorship, we can start it. But the only thing to be considered is that the business that we are starting as a sole proprietor form must be a legal business. So far the registration of the business is concerned, that can only be done when the business is legal. Sole proprietorship cannot be carried out, or any form of business cannot be carried out when we have an illegal objective to be achieved. So the objective of the business has to be legal. And then there is no other law which regulates the formation of sole proprietorship. So therefore, we can have easy starting or easy formation of sole proprietorship as well as easy closure. There is no legal formalities to comply as well when we want to close our business like other forms of business. So the first point is easy formation and closure. Then the next benefit or advantage of sole proprietor is prompt decision. We know that the sole proprietorship decides about every issues of the business. The sole proprietor himself makes a decision. He need not to consult or get approval of any other individuals. Whatever decisions relating to the affairs of the business has to be taken, that has to be taken by the individual. He need not have to consult, and therefore there is no time to be wasted. So whatever opportunity or threat lies, immediate decision is taken, prompt decision is taken by a sole proprietor. So the benefit is prompt decision. And the third advantage is there is direct motivations. Whatever profit accrues to the sole proprietorship business, that is directly received by the sole proprietor. The profit is not shared with anybody. So this profit, whatever be the amount, it directly goes into the pocket of the proprietor. So there is some direct motivation to the proprietor to put his best effort, to put his heart and soul, so that his profit can be maximized. It stimulates him to put his best effort to maximize his earning, his profit. There is no one with whom he shares the profit. It directly goes into his pocket, and therefore there is a direct motivations for him to put in his best effort. Then the next one is economy in management. In bracket I have written operations. How it results in economy in operations or how the management provides the management of a sole proprietor business result in economy in operations. What does it mean? Thus, business of sole proprietorship, that is owned, controlled, and it is managed by an individuals. So this owning, controlling, and managing the business affairs brings economy in the operations. There is a single individuals who look after all the activities of a business, ranging from management to controlling. There is no other person who is involved in managing the affairs of the business. So therefore, the sole proprietors, he supervises the work to be done. He takes all the decisions. He manages and controls the activities, the time when it is to be performed, it is to be done, and how frequently an activity can be done. All such activities of a proprietorship business is being directly controlled and managed by him. So to the best of his ability, the performance is improved, and therefore there is economy in operations or management. Economy of time, economy of cost, and economy of output as well. These are the direct benefit that we derives from sole proprietorship form of business organization. Then the next one is intimate relations with the customers. Generally what happens, a sole proprietor, he happens to be in such a position in the society that he develops a very close relations and direct contact with the customers in the society. It is this sole proprietor who maintains and who enjoys a direct relationship with the customers. So he is better aware about the taste, about the preference, about the likings of a customers. And these helps him, his idea about the knowledge about the preferences, taste, and likings of a customers, they provide him with the information that where to put his potential attention. What is the area where he should concentrate, he should give his attention, so that he can better serve to the customers. Or rather, it is this idea which helps him to serve the customer in a more better and efficient manner. So therefore, he maintains intimate relations with the customers. And another benefit that we derive or advantage that we get when we have a sole proprietorship form of business is retention of business secrets. You know, this sole proprietorship business, they are not under mandatory compulsion of publishing their accounts and records or provides an information to the government or to the public at large. So the secrets of the business is safe with the individual proprietor. There is no one with whom the secrecy of the business is shared. It is possible for him to maintain a secrecy relating to the business affairs, and because of all the secrets are with the owner or the proprietor himself, he enjoys a better position in this competitive age, because secrecy of the business can poses a threat from the competitors. But since a businessman, a sole proprietor, is better able to manage his business secrets, he does not have any threats even in this competitive era. That is the advantage. And finally, we have flexibility in the operation. We have discussed that the environment of the business is consists of various upheavals. There is fluctuations, ups and downs. The market conditions never remains always equal. It keeps on fluctuations. So keeping the market conditions as well as the prospect of the business or the response for his business, a sole proprietorship, a sole proprietor can increase or decrease the scale of operations as per his requirement and as per the changing market conditions. So these are all the advantage. Now let us discuss. So let us now discuss what are the limitations, what are the shortcomings which a sole proprietorship form of business suffers. The first limitations or disadvantage of sole proprietorship is limited resources. We have seen and we have learned that the resources of a sole proprietor is confined to his limited capacity of savings and borrowings. The amount that he could save or that he could borrow, that only can be used in the sole proprietorship business to finance the various activities. One of the glaring feature or disadvantage is that even the financial institution, they do not take this form of business very seriously due to its limited resources and limited managerial ability, limited certainty. This forms of business suffers from lack of resources, and as a result, the development or rather the expansion of this business is affected. Finance plays an important role in any business, but due to lack of resources or lack of finance and other resources, the development or the size of sole proprietorship generally tends to be very small, and growth rate of this business is also very low. This is the one disadvantages that a business has due to limited resources. Then the second disadvantages of the business is limited managerial ability. We have known and we have seen that sole proprietorship business is managed by an individual. He makes every decisions relating to the affairs of the business. So in a sole proprietorship form of business, the personal capacity, the personal learning of an individual, of the proprietor, plays a major role. He is not an expert to manage every affairs of the business, and therefore the decisions that he take or the way he manages the business suffers from lack of experience and expertise. So we have lack of managerial ability. There is every limitations the individual proprietor suffers. So due to his inherent limitations, he cannot manage the business properly, and this business suffers from lack of managerial abilities as well. The third disadvantage or limitations is unlimited liability. We have seen that in case of the business not earning adequate amount of profit, the liabilities of the business or sole proprietorship can be fulfilled or can be reimbursed by using the personal assets of the business, of the proprietor. So his personal property is likely to be used for payment of the business debts and borrowings of business expenses when the business does not earn an adequate amount of profit. And then we have hasty decisions. Now, why the decisions tends to be hasty? What does it mean? Now, since a business proprietor, the sole proprietor, did not consult any expert or anybody else, the decision that he takes, it is hasty decision. The decision is taken without any consultation, without understanding a proper business environment. The decision is based on his perception, not on his expert opinion. And therefore, his decisions may not go along with the betterment of the business operation. So the business decisions that an individual takes, it proves to be a wrong decisions, or rather it is a hasty decision that is taken without any consultations. And finally, we have temporary existence. We know that sole proprietorship form of business, the existence of sole proprietorship and existence of an individual proprietor is one and same. So if the businessman suffers any accident, any mishaps, the operation of the business is affected as well. The operation of the business continues so long the proprietor engages in the activities. But if anything happens to the businessman, to the proprietor, then the operation of the business suffers. Many a times, any untoward accident, death of the businessman leads to closure of the business. So therefore, sole proprietorship tends to have a temporary existence, or rather its existence is uncertain or limited. So these are the advantages and disadvantages that we discussed today. Hope to keep our learning in our next lecture. See you again.